talent versus like some. I've said this a million times.
I don't think you've been in the video the entire time.
I'm going to be like 100% honest. I think a lot of times like people I talked to somebody about this where they're like, would you much rather have somebody that's naturally talented or somebody that's coachable? And I was like, I would much rather have somebody that's coachable.
Yeah, we talked about this in the
Yeah, because I can take somebody who's coachable but kind of shitty.
Slow.
Yeah, a little slow. I can take them and turn them into an animal. I can't take somebody who does not have an ounce of drive and is talented and make them great.
Yeah, talent will only get you so far. Like,
dude, I've seen it so many times in my lifetime. I'm sure you've seen it plenty of times in your lifetime. I'm sure you've seen it in your lifetime too. Like, it's how it goes. But it's like I said, I've just met a lot of people where it's like they have so much talent, but they don't have an ounce of drive in them, so
Yeah.
they just fall short. And I remember I was talking. He was like, "No, I'd rather have a dude who's just an animal," and I was like, "Bro, I've met so many dudes that are animals that guess what? They end up in front of a fucking Walmart saying like has been, was that like nobody gives a fuck, dude."
yeah, no one cares what you did. It's a lot about like, what are you doing? What are like what is your impact?
Like, dude, oh, bro, you were the all-state running back in 1995. Give me my fucking fries, bitch.
Yeah, it's put my fries in the bag and make sure they're salted.
Yeah, it was like, so it's like when, but it's like if I take somebody who has like the drive, that person's gonna be successful. Maybe not the most successful athlete. Maybe the most successful athlete.
Yeah, and I mean like having drive and putting in the work. It doesn't just mean athletic work.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't mean work in the gym. It doesn't mean like you can run a marathon every fucking day of the week. You know, it's like whether or not you're great at anything, whatever you're doing, like you're a good like what is it, data analyst or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
like putting in the work to be great at that, or someone who works for Microsoft or any trades.
Yeah. It's like I said, there's natural talent and like but it's like I've noticed a lot of people that are naturally talented at something, they usually hit a wall where they stop.
Yeah,
Where it's like they're good at one thing and then they can't like progress past that.
right. Because they've perfected one skill, and uh, like they're never comfortable enough. Oh, I've never done that before. I don't want to try it because I don't want to fail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at this thing though. I can do this thing.
Yeah.
But it's like something they say about ADHD. It's like jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
I'm good at a lot of things, but I'm
You're good at
not
disappearing, bro. You're good at me turning around and you being gone. Let's be doing work and I turn around and Dusty's just
bye bye.
and I messaged him earlier. I was like, "Where are you at?" And I was like looking around for him, and he's like, "Oh, I was in the maintenance cage." And I was like, "I checked in there. You weren't there."
I was literally sitting down. Me and Lozano were talking, and I was watching Instagram.
You too, bro. That is like the combo of the century. Him and Lozano. Like just I don't want to say it. It's like two monkeys, bro. Like two monkeys just sitting together, like look at that, watching Instagram reels. Like, yeah, look at that. that is like you and Lozano. Like I feel like you guys were just like brain rot central right in there, dude.
Just absolutely rotting away. I don't remember seeing you walking over that direction. So I'm gonna go grab a snack really quick. Continue. Continue talking. I'm not the only one you're talking.
This guy.
I'm just gonna grab a snack real quick.
This cosmetology.
I mean, we do put a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I tried to cut my hair once and it went tragic. Like, yeah, it's like I was sitting there. I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. And then I go into work and they're like, dude, what the fuck did you do to your head? And I'm like, it looked pretty good from the mirror. I mean, I ended up getting like, I was trying to do just those mirrors in those in the bathroom, but I ended up getting a 360 mirror that goes like all the way around my head. Still a pain in the ass. And I was like sitting there and I almost got a new appreciation of barbers because I was like, dog, this is like, I was like, I don't imagine how you could do this haircut after haircut after haircut after haircut after haircut, and they do it in like 10 minutes. And I could only imagine like the whole like cosmetology is a lot more than just haircuts too. Like we're talking like
Yeah, we do a lot of hormone,
mm,
and that takes. Still helping us.
I feel like you'd have to be able to like eyeball a lot of stuff too. Like you'd just be able to like you'd have to have just a good eye for like details. Like because I know like Olivia knows a lot more about like cosmetology in general than I do. I'm a guy. I just the only thing I do is I wash and moisturize twice daily. That's all I do. Yeah. And
Sounds like you wash your hair.
no. No. I know enough to not do that.
I'm just making sure. I was like,
No, it's like well, I remember I can't remember if it was one of my sisters. Somebody told me they're like, yeah, you're not supposed to wash your hair like more than once because it's really hard. Like it, it dries out your hair, and it's like really hard on your roots. So some along those lines,
it can cause alopecia.
like
There's
Jada
several
Jada
different
Smith.
types. Yeah, there's several different types of alopecia. They're like all bleeding,
Mm-hmm.
but you can get alopecia.
Mm-hmm.
You can get alopecia. People that have like severe head injuries go bald in that area.
Because it's like damage to like the.
Their scalp.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally go bald from a lot of like wearing hats, which is kind of a thing.
Oh, it's. I could only imagine. Have you worked around like any like female Marines like with their hair? Those poor women. Because like I know for a lot of them, like for them to do like the regulation like haircuts that like we're supposed to do, they have to apply like an ungodly amount of gel in their hair, and it's like when they do like the ponytail, it has to be like pulled like super tight, so it's like pulling their hair like towards the back of their head like
It actually
tops.
causes a receding
I know.
hairline, both in and way.
I think they I think they changed the order though. where it's like not all like female Marines have to have like the ponytail and everything.
The bun.
Yeah, the bun.
They're allowed to have messy buns. They're allowed to have like little strays,
Mhm.
and they don't have to wear hair gel anymore.
That's good.
If I were to become a Marine,
So, like,
I mean, there's a lot of female Marines who do that.
I think, like, when I first got into the Marines, like, all the female Marines had to abide by the standard where it was the bun and the ridiculous amount of hair gel. And we were just talking about that, where it was like,
did it have to be shiny? We have a stuff that styling foam.
most of the female Marines from when I got in, it was like shiny.
Well, so the styling foam actually
Hold your hair, but no shine.
no, it is shiny.
Oh,
Lets it dry.
Hmm.
Really shiny, and it's not as harsh on the hair.
I don't know. With like a lot of the female Marines I knew, like when I first got in, it was very like when kind of controversial, I guess you could say, because it was like yeah, like a lot of it had to do with the fact that like a lot of them would start to have like receding hairlines
yeah.
because of the bun
Big
in
old
the gel.
foreheads.
And it's like we were just talking about how I she thought I said that I wash my hair like every day, not just every day, but twice a day. I do not. I don't.
He was talking about
A
washing
lot.
his face.
Yeah, I was talking about like washing and moisturizing my face and how that was like the most I go into like skincare besides like some moisturizing, some retinol treatment, and
You guys really don't.
I used to have acne pretty bad. Like it cleared up a lot when I turned about 23, 24.
I was thinking about so I did I like but I read that a fatty liver can cause
Saying I have a fat liver.
fatty liver.
You calling me fat?
But it's like I don't even know what where you fart excessively. You're saying fart
I would just say like toxins. It's a lot of toxins you're just holding in your
Just in your
body.
body, yeah.
I don't.
how much like substance
I started vaping in 6th grade.
that's probably why your brain is so
I would just say a lot of it has to do with genetics too, and it's like I said, I used to have really bad acne until I got like I was very self conscious too about it. Like I remember growing up, like I actually made my sisters like put concealer on to me because like I was so self conscious about it. It was bad, and yeah, yeah, and I would
lots of
I would sit there with the cheap like
I just want to look at
the
it. It's fat.
the cheap Stridex like alcohol pads. So it was just like the cheap alcohol stride pads drying the shit out of my skin.
Yeah.
And I pick my skin naturally. I would just pick my skin. And a big thing I think for a lot of people is just scar tissue too. like a lot of acne scars, which retinol treatment is really good for that. I've noticed like whenever I've done retinol treatment, it has made my skin like clear up quite a bit. Another thing that I swear by are the uh, goi shas. Yeah, goi sha.
You
Like
just have to do it every single
I, I'm pretty religious about it.
day. I don't have the patience.
It's once you get into the rhythm of doing it daily, it makes your feet face feel so much better. Like it,
Because it's moving.
and it's like it make like usually if you feel like really tight around your eyes and like your face is puffy, like it really helps. And it's relaxing for me. And really, I think the time when acne stopped being a problem for me is like when I stopped acknowledging it. Like when I stopped acknowledging it and like stressing about acne too.
Yeah.
Because stressing about acne made me stress out and break out even more because I was stressed out about my acne.
I mean, here lately, I've been breaking out really bad just because
Stress.
like, well, no, not necessarily stress. I don't feel like I'm stressed, but like the weather change with the humidity and everything that has started to be a thing. And like my face is horrible right now. Hmm? No.
That sounds like something Olivia would say, dude. Olivia will sit there and tell me she's like, I'm a potato, and I'm like, it's like you're the most gorgeous woman I've ever seen in my life. Shut the fuck up. like dog.
Well, it's just like there for a while. I felt fat
You're 120 pounds. You're not fat.
sorry, I know you guys have been like learning new cutting techniques. And this one, you grab the section.
Oh, that's
Or
with you with how sharp the shears sound. What do you do?
I'm picking at shit on my arms.
I do it too. I think it's eczema. Bumps all over my skin. I have it all over my arms. And sometimes it gets you don't want my butt cheeks.
But with how sharp you said the shears are, I would imagine that sounds very sketchy. Like with you having like you say you like roll it into your finger and you're like cutting really close to your
No,
hands.
so when I say roll it on my finger, when we cut, we make a guide for ourselves. And leave a good amount of room between our fingers and the guide. Especially in point cutting because also a lot of crap this year.
But whenever I went out there, I was informed. Um, I'm not technically supposed to have her here after midnight, so here pretty soon. I think we're gonna have to leave.
Who told you that?
Uh,
What
Hey?
am I gonna do?
Pain.
What the hell? It's like, why don't you deal with the fucking rebel rousers out in the atrium, bro?
Yeah, it's like worry about them. We're off doing our own thing.
We're shooting the shit, man. No alcoholic beverages or anything. Just snacks. But it's like, damn, I'm gonna bring up Olivia. There's something with Olivia where She arrives at 8 tomorrow. Yeah,
Where's she flying into?
Wilmington.
That's
Thankfully,
not bad.
yeah. Like thankfully, it's no,
It's just under an hour.
Yeah, it's like 50 minutes away, and usually oh my god, originally Olivia would fly into Raleigh, and she would fly in at like 2 in the morning,
Disgusting.
and then she would leave at 4 in the morning, and the entire last day she would be here, it would be during the week. So I'd have to work,
Mm-hmm.
but she would not let me sleep. So she would sit there all night poking me.
Hey.
She'd be like,
It's not my fault that you don't spend time with me when I get home.
she would like sit there poking me like goo goo gaga over me, and I'd be like, come on, hun. Like, I'd be like, come on, hun. It's like I gotta work tomorrow. I know I don't want you to leave either, but I'm going to like I